Texas from Coastal Mississippi. Best kept secrets. I'm Erin. We're looking for relaxation or adventure. Coastal Mississippi has something for everyone, including accommodations, fishing, hiking, boating, water sports, and so we took the show on the Gulf, and all you have to do is sit back, relax, getaway. Coastal Mississippi is home to 12 coastal communities in Gulfport. I'm here with the CEO of Coastal Mississippi, Judy Young. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm so glad to be here. First and foremost, for people who don't know about Coastal Mississippi, maybe they haven't discovered it just yet. Tell me why it's so special and why it should be a destination they come to.
Coastal Mississippi, really unique opportunity to one area and cover 62 miles of coastline, 27 miles of beautiful sand beach, and 12 communities. So it's kind of a bonus destination.
It really is extensive. Let's talk about those beaches, because literally a paradise, and that's probably the number one visitors expect when they hit the shoreline.
Well, here in Coastal Mississippi, we have an amazing crew. We have a beach crew. We like to say that they've sand Zamboni. It's not really a Zamboni, but that's what I think it is. Absolutely spotless. And so it's for a special element. I get to drive to work every day. Coastline, the ospreys and bald eagles, and today we have pelicans giving us a show. So
what about for those thrill seekers? They're looking for those activities, fun things to do. What can they dabble in?
Well, skis, you can actually parasail as well.
Wow.
But you can take the ferry out to Ship Island. It's free, and it also is a time for our bottlenose dolphins to really shine.
And after all that fun in the sun, you get hungry, right? So tell me about some of the dining options people can expect.
Well, the majority of our restaurants experienced chefs in the area. You could take it to several of the restaurants along the coast, and they'll cook it.
Wait, I didn't even know you could actually do that. We're going to be actually going on a shrimping trip, so maybe I can take my shrimp to the restaurant. That's going to be so much fun. Tell me any other activities that people can dive into while they're here.
We have several amazing and one-of-a-kind museum. It's the only one in the United States, and sailboat inside the building, which you can see when you come across our phenomenal bridge between Ocean Springs and Biloxi. It's all lit up at night. We also have world-renowned artists here with the Walter Anderson Museum. You can also go on a very large airboat and visit some very large animals in the water.
Tell me about accommodations, right? Because you have some stunning hotels out here.
We do. We have some very unique boutique hotels, and we have casino resorts. So we have 16,000 plus destinations. So I think we can accommodate.
I think everybody's on their way. So they love festivals as well. We dabble in those a bit. And so if you could, can you tell me about some live here as well?
Well, as we move into the fall, and actually the largest event in the state of Mississippi, we have over 10 vintage cars, plus thousands and thousands of spectators, anywhere from 3 to 10 days, and they are literally cruising the coast. We have a marathon. We have multiple art festivals. We have gumbo cook-offs. We have shrimp cook-offs. We have oyster season.
You're talking our language.
Pick up some great art, some great music.
If people are on the cusp, they're thinking, okay, this sounds great, but should I do it? Should I not do it? What is one final reason they should Coastal Mississippi?
Is known for Southern hospitality. And when I say Southern hospitality, I mean because we're going to mimosa love. All of those things everywhere you go. So if you want to feel welcomed, it's not that far. I've commuted it before, and it's worth.
Wow. Well, I feel like there's nothing Diving right in because you mentioned art, and that is my favorite, so I think we should start there for sure. We have made our way to Ocean Springs, commonly referred to as the city coastal town. It is so charming, you guys. You'll find local art and boutique too, and plenty of treasures that are waiting to be discovered. Paige Roberts, she is the executive director of the Jackson Commerce, as well as the board of Mississippi Tourism. How are you?
I am great, and we're thrilled to host you today.
So glad to have you. There's no one that knows this space better than you. If you can, for some feel when they come to a city like this.
It's all about beauty, and it can be quiet where you're soaking in just the tree and the birds, or it can be something that is great and has that eccentric vibe. That's something to celebrate, as we like to say. There is.
Wow. Okay, well, we're going to bop around and show you guys a few spots that you have to put on your must-do list. And our first stop is Hillier House. Let's dive in. All right.
Hillier House is my favorite. The owner, also named Paige, is really good. Wide variety of beautiful pieces, like pottery, for example, is just one of them. This is a beautiful sea turtle card from the artist talking about the resiliency and longevity of sea turtles. And I've gotten this for a gift for people, the glasses from local art.
Yes, indeed, or even just gifts to take home to your over. But I think that's what makes this place such a gem, right? Putting their own spin on things, and you know that it came to who works and lives out here, which is so exciting. And since we're on the topic museum, where Angela Mitchell all of his incredible art inspired by the coast. Tell me a little bit about Walter Anderson, who he was, and why he's such an important figure right here in the South.
Yes, Walter Anderson is a beloved here at the Walter Anderson Museum Legacy. And just like we're standing in the Ocean Springs community, look around and you see the flora and fauna of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Wow.
And you just see how much impact this region and the different things he created
That were around him.
More than anything, I think Walter would want you to also be inspired to go out into nature for yourself, not just what he painted, but go live it in your everyday life.
Okay, I like Coastal Mississippi, right? So you can come in here, enjoy, maybe go kayaking, maybe spend some time walking some of the flora and the fauna, the real ones outside. I like that. Very good. But in addition to the museum, you guys just added something else. It's called the Travel Edition. What?
Yeah, so the Traveler, it represents Walter Anderson's travels. Like, he went to Mexico, he traveled to China, he's been all over, but he always returned home to Ocean Springs and coastal Mississippi. So all of his travels, works that can be drawn from those travels.
Nice. That was, he came and hung out,
He
which
did.
I love. Very, very good. But nature as well. Pop to the Traveler. You guys, there's still another place you can go. Realizations, where you can to Walter if you want to do that as well. And in the very place of Realizations, I learned from Paige why a
In Ocean Springs, that's all inspired by the natural beauty that you have the living today who are still creating, inspired by this beauty, whether it's in the clothes you can buy or even the martinis at the local bar. I think we really yearn to More spaces that make us feel good and help us exhale because we're always in a hurry. And
in fact, in a hurry, but you come to a place like this, you get to slow down, you get to enjoy, and that's what Ocean Springs is all about. Paige, thank you so much for the tour today.
thank you, Erin.
Just off the Mississippi Gulfport, there's a place, Marine Mammal Studies, where science meets compassion. The story.
We're involved in education, conservation, public display. We make by bringing animals close to you. Most of the time, many years ago, people used glass behind cages. Here, you're in their habitat with the animals. You can swim with the dolphins. You can snorkel with the stingrays and
that's
sharks.
actually a big draw for families who want to come out here.
Such facility in Alabama, Louisiana.
One of a kind.
It's one of a kind.
He is around 5 years old, so he's a local rescue in Biloxi in January of 2021. The girl out on her balcony, she saw him struggling in the surf, and she called our stranding hotline. We went out there and rescued him, and he actually still had should have still been with his mom. A baby, so due to that, he was deemed non-releasable. And so to get a handshake, fully extended with your fingers up to the sky. When I tell you. Hold on to his little fins and smile over at your camera, okay?
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Good job, Jasper.
All right, let's go ahead and get you a kiss from this little cutie.
Oh,
so,
a fishy kiss.
To get
kiss him.
you are going to. I'll get him in front of you. And you're going to take 2 hands, just like that. And then your cheek. Put those hands. Beautiful. That's our cheek. And hold it, hold it, hold it. Very nice. Time with Jasper this morning. Yeah.
Jasper, you're the cutest.
Unfortunately, we are out of time, but we would never proper goodbye from this little cutie. So the best way to say goodbye, put it on your right shoulder, down towards the water.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, come, karate chop. And wave at him and say.
You ready to say hello to McCoy?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and put your right hand up. Good. Kiss. There we go. Good.
What's his name?
All right, McCoy.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and get that right hand up, and you can ask him. Good. Go ahead and put that right hand up, and ready? Go 1, 2, 3, go. Go.
Seaside kicks are always fun. Dr. Salongi had one more surprise. MMS released a few full back into the ocean, one slow crawl. Here with Teresa at the Mississippi Sound. Tell me what's going on.
So today we're going to be releasing 3 of our. Here is Mike. So all 3 of these turtles have satellite trackers on them. So you'll see these devices that are cells. So every time they surface to breathe out in the water, and we can track where they're moving around to.
Wow, this is amazing. To the wild. Let's do it, shall we? And while life, the Institute for Marine Mammal Studies You see this little guy right here? You don't want to miss how we catch this. Next up on GMT Takes Coastal, here with Captain Mike Moore, and he's going to show us how to catch. And from shrimp nets to schooner sails, the maritime and seafood industry alive while offering unforgettable ways to experience. We're taking you on a special sunset cruise next. Before we go to Mississippi, you can travel along the coast or to Mobile or New Orleans on board Amtrak. The Amtrak Mardi Gras service offers twice daily routes in Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Pascagoula, making it easier than ever for visitors. Charm, beaches, cultural attractions, and the culinary scene. Mardi Gras feeling on every trip, sharing the in front of you to enjoy. Well, there's always a crew just like this one. Edition of employing Aaron how to be a shrimper.
Come on, let's get it.
I don't think that.
Oh, we have problems. There we go. Dave's getting it. See, he's put. There you go. Now the tickle chain runs in front of the trawl. It shrimp out of the mud. Tickle them up, they'd say. Invented in Houma, Louisiana, guys. At the end of the day, that bad boy will increase your catch by 35 to 40. In the water with a knot tied in the end of it. Go ahead and throw it. Give it a haul. Just give it a toss. It's gonna go. These are trawl boards and doors. And this is the down here. I don't want your hand to get hurt.
Okay.
Down here. Here. Press on it hard. You don't ever want to put your hand up there.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm here to watch you. Okay, now let's give it a little break. Pull it back a little bit. Just a little. Just a little. That's a break. That's a break. That's a break. Now go ahead and pull it. Pull back just a little. Apply pressure, apply pressure, apply pressure. All right, let's pull it back a little bit.
Just a little?
Yep.
And then apply pressure?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
All right. It's better to be lucky. Go, bring it on back, babe. Bring it on.
Look at the seagulls. He took my.
Bring it on up, babe. Bring it on up. All right, stop right there. Wrap around that. Wrap that around. Go around. Now just dog it off. I don't know what you know what that is.
Knot it off, you said?
There you go. Dog it off. Do like that.
I just learned how to do a boat now. Fish soup.
Okay.
Wow.
Now what we're
Can I
gonna
touch
do?
it?
Oh God, yeah. Your fish should be all over it.
Okay.
It's not. So hang on.
Not too many fish. I mean,
Oh, we got
but a
shrimp in
whole
here.
lot of fish. Tell me, what are you?
Of everything.
One of everything.
Yeah.
Can I pick?
You want to grab something that ain't around one of those. Those can stick you. You'll be good to go. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Hold this.
Okay. What that? Oh, shrimp!
Yeah.
We caught our shrimp, my goodness, or whatever. They were kind of mixed in with a lot of things, but we. And you actually have a really cool trick, especially if you're out on the water.
Catching shrimp, let's say they pop. So you want to take a trowel. And you basically grab it. You want it the head sticking straight out. You hold it just like that. Now, hold the shrimp just like this.
Okay.
Let me get one right now. Shrimp, oh, further down. Further
Right
down. Right there.
Okay.
Down.
Hold on.
You gotta go higher. Go higher. Press and go down. Good job. Good job.
Long before highway, another kind of traveler shaped the shores of Mississippi. Gulf with sails full of southern wind.
Schooners were built specifically for this area. Those people that came down, they sailed on skipjacks. When they came down here, if you take a skipjack and a schooner, fairly similar in design. The schooners they built here, the waters here, because of the island, the barrier islands on silt and sediment inside the island. To Horn Island's probably. So the schooners are made very shallow drain beds. They would dredge the oysters up for these areas. They were the.
Wow. Okay, so you guys have come back to life in a sense.
In 1989 we launched.
Yes.
1994 we launched. Biloxi schooner. And that Biloxi oyster.
Biloxi has its own class
we have
of
our
schooners.
Own class of boats. Sail camp, where we out on the boats and show them how to sail. Another day they go to one of the coastal. They can see how everything is out on the island.
I like that you guys are though, because you can't let those type of skills die out, right?
These skills, like the boat building skills, like it's a dying art, and if you don't pass that on, it goes away.
It's a craft that takes patience, practice, and sadly, fewer and fewer people are learning it today. But there are still a few who never let sailors like Captain Ron, who've spent a lifetime.
We're out here with Captain Ron. He knows cruising because he's and you have all of the knowledge and maybe even then.
I'm doing fine. One of the problems, some of the stuff I know I forgot.
If you remember, my goodness, evolved and it's changed over the years. What do you think is
Oh, that's a tough one. It's sailing. If you're not paying attention when you're out there, it's interesting that when they're out here, have their phone out for one reason only, and that's to take pictures.
Take pictures, indeed, because it's so scenic.
Don't do a lot of talking and mix with the people and get to know each other. And I think, you know.
Yeah, well, again, that's what vacation is all about, rest and relaxation. And I know you're about to get us going on this boat, but I think we have to cheers to rest and relaxation. We got a little sugar. You ready for that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of the Gulf Coast spirit, from rolling up our sleeves on the shrimp boat to diving into the history that's offered at the Maritime Museum, as well as IMMS. I mean, there is no better way to then end that schooner cruise with a good glass of champagne. So and maybe we might have a little fun.
Now that we've learned about the history of the seafood here and made some fresh catches, it's time to dine. We'll highlight all of the delicious food we had on our trip all the way to Bay St. Louis. As we go to break, County is home to the longest man-made beach in the world. Mix of beauty and cultural attractions and thriving communities, and a visit here should include an aquarium. It tells the story of Mississippi's delta to the coastline, from the mighty Mississippi River and the wetlands and the bayous. The aquarium brings the story of these exhibits as well as shows. Visitors will also want to visit Hippie Fish, located inside Gulfport Centennial. It's a lively destination, entertainment and coastal fun for all ages, and guests can enjoy 2 18-hole mini golf courses and 30 games, including VR experiences. Southern comfort food. Now, Harrison County includes charming coastal communities, Long Beach, Gulfport, Biloxi, and Iberville. Planning your coastal Mississippi vacation today at Coastal.
From coastal Mississippi, and a U.S. actually ranked 4th best as a golf destination. So Baumgartner with me. He's actually the course's manager, and he is telling us everything we need to know if you want to bop out here. Congratulations,
thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Tell me what for this region, especially for golf.
Well, it's a great honor. We've got golf 350 days a year here, minus a couple rain days here and there. It never gets too cold to play. We've got beautiful water, a beautiful area, beautiful beaches, 24-hour gaming nonstop. Wow. I mean, 13, 14 casinos up and down the coast. It's just a great spot for people that want to have plenty of entertainment and lots of great food.
I was about to say, you can kind of do it all connected to this course, and of course, but tell me how he's connected here.
We are the only Arnold Palmer golf. He carved this beautiful woodlands, wetlands. Every hole you've got something to hit over. It's one of the best.
It still carries a strong legacy
It does,
today.
absolutely.
What does the name mean?
Every hole over a bridge to get from where you hit to the next spot.
Wow.
So we have our casino, our Holly Deck. We have our RV park. We have. You do not need to leave up on property. You've got some of the list of names. You can play all these golf courses. You can be to each one in 30 to 45 minutes.
Wow.
So no matter where you you're not far from your next course. So.
There you go, and that's what it's all about for a golfer. And so I not necessarily a golfer, but I think we're going to enlist Eric's help. He's a golf club with my name on it,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
I think we better give it a go, shall
Let's
we?
do it. Let's do it.
I was practicing before places, but this is a dive into it. How are you?
A little bit different. You get a little.
Go.
But let's see what you're doing first.
Oh,
and then
okay.
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 We almost kept it on the green.
Straight pass. All right, give me a few
She
tips.
likes to hit it hard.
Force.
So
There's no plan.
what I tell most people when it comes to where it's going to break, so I would probably like right up in here.
Okay. It'll
go that way. A little soft. So we're getting better.
The first.
We got it. We got
it. Every single day.
That's it.
I so appreciate you. From Jackson County, and that's where you're able to take an airboat. Quite exciting, you guys. You're going out on the swamp. She is the Coast Gator Ranch, and she is ready to take us on a wild ride. A little bit about these fabulous gators. I'm so good. I'm a little nervous, but I've been for what, 15 years now?
Longer than that. We bought it back in 2003.
Wow, okay, very good. Okay,
Yep.
Why a gator ranch? How does someone even get into this space?
It was just something that kind of fell into our laps.
Yeah.
We decided to get into the business. And then Katrina hit.
Okay.
All of them.
Oh, wow.
We managed to get about over 250 alligators. We just started in between the babies that we had. The trappers would come and bring us some nuisance gators from like golf courses, people's backyard.
So they're coming from all over, basically.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you get to do a swamp tour. What do people about?
Our swamp tours, it's an education. They go out there and they'll give you a little history about about alligators and show you what an airboat can do.
Very good. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I like what I'm hearing. All right. Go.
This bridge, they do like to hang out under the bridge for shade. It's cooler in the summer. They also like to hang out for the barn swallows.
Wow.
See all those? So the barn swallows, they might straight out at the end of summer. They're already gone. But they raise their young high up on predators, and sometimes the babies get in there. They're out of the nest.
Oh, no.
It's fly or die. So gators mate in the spring. Not like this because she can defend it. They'll lay anywhere from 10 to 50 eggs. If the nest is 86, produce more females. If it's 87, produce more males. Yeah, that's Waldo.
Waldo!
Hey, Waldo, what are you doing out here? 20 years ago, Hurricane Katrina put a storm surge in here that made the water level rise about 11 feet or so from our gator ranch. And back then they had well over 200, 250 gators. And they only recovered around 25, 30 gators.
The range is now home to 90 gators, but they aren't the only creatures calling center to discover what else is thriving in the wild.
We're actually in that educational space. And she's here to tell us so. How are you?
Doing great.
So glad to have you. Okay, so tell me about everything that you can do in here because there's diagrams. I mean, there's so much to do in here.
We explain the past here as well. We have brackish water tanks where we catch the fish from our bayou. We work with furs, pelts, taxidermy, everything. And so the Pascagoula story, because it's United States.
Interesting.
So it's free flowing. Yeah. So when they a watershed, a woodland of our property, they marshland and then out to the bayou. It's critical to the Gulf of Mexico and the biodiversity in the area.
To truly understand the area's rich biodiversity, you have to see it up close. So we hopped into a few kayaks and paddled out onto the river.
Down a little bit, we're out here on Pascagoula River, Audubon Center, and one of the fabulous activities that you can do is go kayaking, get one with nature, and you have the best job ever. You get to do this every single day.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so tell me then about life that can be found out here.
Found out here is pretty wide. Diversity is super high. One reason that is because the fresh water from the Pascagoula River and the Escatawba River meeting with out here creates a brackish water environment, which means we can see wildlife and only see in fresh water, and then we can see things also as wild as manatees. Right now we're preparing for birds that migrate through this area early spring and earlier in the fall. They're making their way back south, so we are preparing for that festival in a couple weeks.
Bayous are home to everything from fish to frogs to herons. And as locals would say, the bayou isn't just water, it's history, culture, and a way for them, but the ecosystem.
So many things that this bayou offers to the community, as well as relaxation and tranquility. About to get into, so I think we should just ride off into the sunset at this point, shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go. We're off on an adventure.
The Gulf Coast Audubon Center are both located in Moss Point and maritime and shipbuilding heritage, thriving now rich arts and dining scene, from the laid-back beach Ocean Springs to the work Gula, Jackson County with unique coastal at a cornerstone of coastal and a new entertainment venue, live music and start planning your coastal Mississippi vacation today.
Mississippi, we're at 100 landmark in Bay St. Louis. Cook and Muddy Waters have Rachel Dangermond. She is the one working behind to preserve this history. Hello, how are you? The Hunterman Hole has been a cornerstone in Bay St. Louis century.
Yes.
Why do you think it carries so
Well, it carries so much weight because it tells the story of a black community in the South who was able to be self-reliant and also a place that was. Most people think slavery and cotton when you say black, but here was a hotbed of talent, red talent. It was just a rich.
Wow, wow. You mentioned segregation, you mentioned slavery, the connection that people think of, right, between Mississippi and African Americans. But this was kind of a safe haven that time period.
The Hunterman Hall it was built also for the local community to be able to find a place to feel safe, have fun, entertain themselves. But during Jim Crow, when black musicians couldn't play anywhere, couldn't stay anywhere, and so they came to places like this. This is a juke joint.
Those who don't know exactly what that is.
So the Chitlin Circuit, I believe it was Lou Rawls that coined the term, and it was high-class joints, right? This is where the black community can dance and have live music, etc. They come to a place like they get to perform, people get to hear them, everybody gets to enjoy themselves, and then they move on. So we just musical talent.
I mean, literally an influx.
Yes.
Which way? Okay,
Yes.
you have to drop some names for me. Who
Absolutely.
has been in this building?
Okay, so let me just. Here, I was at the grocery store. Says to me, "You're the woman bought that hall." Snuck in behind my brother's knee. Cook playing there. Then I had a girl. She was riding her bike by. Not a girl. She's my age. She said, "When I was a little girl, they wouldn't let me." But they closed the doors. As if she was right next to me. Etta James, Ray Charles.
Really, I feel like in this space.
So these stories started pouring out, like the fact that this was right here, right? That did not even know what was going on in here.
Wow.
James Brown are here.
James Brown right up the street
Etta
from you.
James
You have no
melted it
idea.
out, and you're sitting. It's an incredible. Decided that more important than what I was doing was to start. How could I hire, work with black artists, black performers, whatever, to help me tell the story of this hall.
100 Hall is located in charming downtown Bay St. Louis in Hancock County on the western edge of the Gulf Coast. It offers a culture and natural beauty, and on the far edge of the county in Pearlington, the Infinity Science Center is a must-see attraction, a nonprofit STEM learning and research center, and the official visitor center for NASA's Stennis Space Center. It offers immersive hands-on experiences across space exploration, Earth systems, engineering, and technology, including a Saturn V rocket booster. Infinity is focused on fostering curiosity and scientific literacy in learners of all ages. This is a top destination for families, students, and anyone eager to explore our universe. Also in Hancock County, you can visit the Hawaiian-inspired town of Diamond Head, the quiet coastal town of Waveland, or visit NFL legend Brett Favre's hometown of The Kill. Start planning your coastal Mississippi vacation today by going to coastalmississippi.com.
Vacation is about rest and relaxation, but it's also about having a good meal. And when you're on the Gulf, you have to stop because this stretch of the state, it offers so many flavors that you just can't leave without trying. So we're giving you a few must-eats to put on your list, and we're starting with Mockingbird Cafe. Let's go.
We're taking a culinary passport across coastal Mississippi, and the first stop is breakfast, of course, in the Bay at Mockingbird Cafe.
It became the living room of the Bay after Katrina. We opened a year after Katrina out of necessity for a good cup of coffee, a place for people to meet. People would gather here and talk about, what happened, and just provided a place of comfort and support. We're known for our biscuits and jam, which are homemade. We're a come-as-you-are kind of place, and we love everyone, and we try to live by that rule, the golden rule.
On the other side of the bay, grab a cup of coffee and a good book at Cat Island Coffee House in quaint downtown Pass Christian. Now to the other side of the coast in Pascagoula, we found a unique dining destination with a Bob's Burgers feel, highlighting local farmers and fishermen.
Location, location, location. We are, like I said, 5 minutes from the water and 10, 15 minutes to all the fresh produce you can ever want. So you're able to get sustainable seafood, fresh Gulf shrimp, things like that, that are just unique to our area. And they get shipped out a lot of times, but when you're right here, you should be able to get them from the boats. Always try the burger of the month because that's always changing. And then the barbecue shrimp and grits. The barbecue shrimp and grits are a hit mainly because I use a local beer, and I'm always trying to use the locals as ingredients as much as possible.
We did notice a theme with local chefs, and that's the farm-to-table dining experience. From Pascagoula to Biloxi, everywhere in between as well, coast chefs say fresh is best. And at White Pillars in Biloxi, James Beard-nominated chef Austin Sumrall says depending on the local catch and crop, you never know what you're going to find on the menu.
We actually change our menu every single day depending on what we get in fresh. That day, our farmers mostly deliver right to us. We're in constant conversation with them about what's coming up, what's going away. I got a text that said, hey, heirloom tomatoes are done. I had them in like 3 places on the menu. It was like, okay, let's scramble and let's make a bunch of new dishes. But I kind of think that keeps everybody, it keeps me excited, and I think it keeps our kitchen excited. There are only a handful of dishes that stay on our menu all the time. We do a Korean barbecue pork belly that we use Home Place Pastures pork for. That one we're very proud of. It stays on the menu all the time. And then we do a side dish called the Brussels sprout Caesar, very popular. That one stays on the menu all the time only because I think I would have somebody break my legs if I tried to take it off.
Tradition and history also play a part in what you'll find when you dine.
Long Beach is actually the radish capital of the world at one point, about 130 years ago. So the name just kind of really rolled out. We just try to really sort of take the plates that you had as a child and make you feel like you're having them again as an adult with a little bit of a spin on them. Got to get the crab beignets first. So we take a jumbo lump crab fresh out of the Gulf. We use fresh Gulf seafood here and some really good flavors like Creole mustard, and we lightly batter that and we serve it with a beurre blanc and a little bit of homemade pepper jelly. We have radishes that we confit in oil and herbs, and then we put that with a little bit of goat cheese and some really nice sourdough. Just a really nice combination of flavors.
And of course, a culinary passport isn't complete without dessert. Our final stop brings us to Mabel's Ice Cream in Pass Christian for my favorite strawberry ice cream in a waffle cone. Bon appetit! We round out our trip at Paradise Pier Fun Park in Biloxi next to Margaritaville Resort. It's a vibrant destination offering thrilling rides and handcrafted refreshments, all with stunning views of the Mississippi Sound. The big pier setup combines entertainment and relaxation, and whether you're chasing adrenaline, spending time with family, or just looking for a fun day by the water, Paradise Pier delivers a mix of entertainment, great views, and memorable experiences.
Wardrobe for our hosts is sponsored by Dillard's at North Park Center.
Beaches to Gulf seafood and fabulous golf courses, Coastal Mississippi is calling your name. They've got Southern hospitality waiting for you. And all you have to do to start planning your getaway is go to coastalmississippi.com. Now, if you missed any part of the show today, remember, you can always check out the entire show on WFA+. It replays at 1 p.m. But you can also go to YouTube. Just type in Good Morning Texas, and we have those segments broken out for you so you can see which activities you want to put on your must-do list when you come visit Coastal Mississippi. Now, I'm out here on the golf course, I'm having a good time, and this is where I leave you guys. So have a good morning, Texas. I'm going to get my swing on.